does he? He's sort of
talking,
it's like pulling your punch. Oh, Mars, somewhere away from everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He can't actually...
He's not actually singing, it's talking. It's kind of talking the words.
Yeah.
But he knew Buddy, apparently, and he toured with him, so...
I am an antichrist. Oh, antichrist. It never quite finished. It's lovely.
No, he's great.
He's got no breath.
But, but it's the adverts in between.
He is 73 though.
He's amazing for it.
Doing well, isn't he?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's a good
Sorry,
looking
who's 73?
Des O'Connor.
Is he seriously?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, good luck to him.
So
a toast to Des O'Connor.
Yeah.
Lose your glasses. And all you listening at home. So
I'd love to see him interview Louise Woodward.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you want to hear some Louise Woodward? I have had some calls.
But I don't know if they're true or not, though, do you? What
No,
did
it's
you
true.
hear?
Well, I think one of the
Oh, we
studying
mustn't.
law.
No, we mustn't say that shop that she works in.
No, wouldn't say
Okay,
that. But
in case it's...
I'm sure I read the same thing, Steve. Someone said they read that she was studying law, and I think I read that because she knows so much about it.
Yeah.
Now she
She's
decided
going
to
through
go
the system,
You never know when they come in useful.
But she has been spotted in various parts of the country selling all manner of things.
Okay, brilliant.
And, so who knows?
Door to door.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello,
Look,
I'm from Mothercare.
We've got to stop this now. We've got to stop this now. It's not
Okay,
fair.
that's that, yeah.
It's all water under the bridge.
Anyway, let's play a record. Let's play a record, Brad. No, I'll talk about it later.
We're scared
I think,
now.
yeah, we've just got ourselves in trouble. I think we just need to go and consult our lawyers.
Would you like some Peter Gabriel?
Oh, this is a beautiful track, and it was actually in Vanilla Sky, so a bit of resurgence. This is Salisbury Hill. Peter Gabriel, what a lovely track that is. Salisbury Hill on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
You know, if Carl was here, do you know what he'd want now?
Probably ads, no.
Some adverts.
Yeah. Do you want some now?
Well, it's what Carl would have wanted.
For Carl, then, some ads.
Placebo and Bitter End. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis in for Carl Pilkington,
Doing a good
who's
job.
in Madeira.
Indeed. Is that where the cake's from?
Yep, it's his name after, I think, yeah.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
It's nice, lovely. It's sort of,
I don't know where Madeira is.
it's sort of off Africa,
Okay.
but it's, I think,
There are a lot of
Portuguese.
old people go there, isn't
There are a lot of old people there. There are a lot of
Well,
old people
Carl
there.
is essentially a
He's old before his time,
50-year-old man
yeah,
in the body
yeah.
of a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think it
Whereas Ricky Gervais...
Whoa!
Ooh.
Party by the Pool, it was. It was actually really good. I'd much prefer that than, we went to, Greece once, and we wandered in this place by mistake, going through this, and it was, just drinking lager. Oh, where's the fun in that? And just, I can't, the idea of Butlins, millions of families screaming around would drive me
Butlins
mental.
is the most extraordinary place I've ever been to. I went there with a bunch of
I
friends.
can't slag it off, but I mean, not Butlins specifically, just anything.
No, I'm not slagging Butlins off.
No.
It's just
But it is
was
an
just
I've never been to
an
Butlins,
extraordinary
no.
place. The bars themed. One bar themed in the Wild West style.
Brilliant.
But a tribute band to Status Quo playing.
Really?
It was extraordinary. So you walk in the swing doors, and there's Status Quo playing, and everyone else is, all the staff dressed in cowboy outfits, and cowgirl outfits, serving drinks.
I've told you this before, but I sneaked into Butlins. We sneaked in one night, and we didn't know what was on, and they were serving lager and chips, and there's just loads of families and lots of northern men in short sleeve shirts and kids running around and stuff. And so they just arranged the chairs in this sort of dance hall, and they went, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment for this evening is David Copperfield, not the magician. And it was the bloke from Three of a Kind.
Of course.
He came out, he did it all, he did all the jokes, he did all the, hello, how are you? Oh, you're nice. You know, to people in the audience. And then his finale was he stood on a chair because there wasn't a stage, and he did Classical Gas, seriously, on guitar. And then they went out, and he went, thanks for it. He went off, and they stopped clapping, and he came back on to get his jacket.
Oh dear, oh no.
Yeah, it was great. There was also a girl-boy duo in blue satin called Joint Effort, which I was loving. And at the end, right, it was on, I think it was on a Saturday night, so people were leaving sort of the next day, or Friday night, they're leaving the next day, and the kids and that were sort of like going to Redcoats, and they were crying, right? And all the Redcoats and Joint Effort and they did We Are the World.
Oh wow.
Amazing. What an amazing night that was.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are incredible places.
Yeah.
Joint effort. I don't think I saw a documentary. I'm sure I saw a documentary which is finding out what the likes of David Copperfield are up to now.
Yeah.
And he was a thatcher, wasn't he? Wasn't he mending roofs?
I think so, yeah. I
And
think
I'm
you're
sure I
right,
saw
yeah.
him saying, they said, would you not want to be back on primetime TV? And he said, do you know, I think I prefer mending roofs. I'm not sure.
Well, he's probably the same as David Van Day with that advert, when he said, he got to the point where I prefer to sell burgers than records.
No, you didn't. You never preferred selling burgers, David.
Have you watched any of the Reborn in the
I
Odyssey?
love it.
You see,
Absolutely love
I
it.
missed it and I'm
I reckon
gutted.
it's Hadley or Cox. It's Hadley or Cox all the way,
Gutted.
I reckon.
Who's Cox?
We close our eyes, we never do. Him.
What band is that? What band is that?
Go West.
Go West.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's probably the best singer in a sort of stand-up
And
cabaret
how
way.
does it work? Do they get voted out as they go around?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's Sonia's gone, isn't
No,
it?
they're two, from, the studio audience, two are nominated, the lowest, I think the lowest people, and then, Britain, people in Britain, vote one,
Can I
back on
just
the
ask
bus.
why they're doing it in the States? Why didn't they just do it in this country?
Well, because it was meant to be relaunch their career without prejudice, I assume,
okay.
and also as an excuse to go to America, I suppose, and people not know him. Although fame is creeping in, I think a lot of people recognise Tony Hadley,
yeah.
particularly when he sang True at karaoke.
Yes.
No, but
Is he
yeah.
as good as ever?
He's fine. He's a bit dramatic, but it's alright.
Now, from your sort of your brief pop phase,
Yeah.
are any of these faces familiar to you? Did you ever bump into them?
Oh no, but no,
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 you never hung out with Hadley or.
no, we all lived in the same house.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Didn't you have a run-in with Bucks Fizz?
Oh, yeah.
did you?
Once when we were going up to do, a TV show, and A&R man had just forgotten about us, and we were there. We were at the airport. We didn't have the tickets, and so Bucks Fizz, who were doing the same show, and I remember they tried to smuggle us through. They had sort of like them and their crew, and they just like showed us the tickets. They went through, and they went, "Well, like that would work." They went, okay, sorry."
Did the two girls stand in the lobby and whip off their skirts? Everyone was sidetracked while you legged it through.
Well, I was on the shoulders of Bobby G, wearing a really long coat.
Yeah.
And I went, "Bobby, what a lot." He went, "Yes, I am taller
You're
now."
not taller in
Yeah.
the flesh than you are on top of the pops.
Yeah.
And fatter.
I wasn't fat
You
then.
weren't fat then, no, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, no, but I love it. And the other thing I've been watching is American Pop Idol.
Right,
That was last night. It's great, really good. Yeah.
This is Simon Cowell.
Ruben's gonna win. Huh?
Is that the one that Jerry Halliwell is part of?
No, this is
it's
Randy
Jim
Jackson,
Williams.
What's Up Dog, Paula Abdul, and Simon Cowell.
Cowell, yeah.
But Simon Cowell makes so much more sense in that context.
Yeah.
Because they're all, you know, you're great, and they stand up and they clap, and he goes, "Oh, sit down, it was all right," and it makes so much more sense. You know what I mean? Over here, it's a bit of a pantomime sort of drama queen, but over there, he's suddenly
He's the sort of voice of reason.
sanity. Exactly. Yeah. But that's the trash TV that I watch.
That you've watched
Yeah. But no,
recently.
Reborn's funny. But again, once again, public are stupid. They voted out Dollar that was driving everyone mad, and there was fights.
Because they really would.
Well, yeah, because you know, they really went for it. They voted out Chris Eubank.
Yeah, and Celebrity Big Brother,
Brother.
it's-
Keep him in.
I don't think the public should be allowed to vote on TV shows. I don't think they know what's best for them. It does strike me that, like, in the golden age of EastEnders, if people had said, "Do you want to vote out Dirty Dan?" they'd have gone, "Yeah, he's nasty."
I know, yeah, that's that
do you know what I mean?
confusion,
It's-
either with entertainment and punishing
Yeah.
people, yeah. They should keep them in and then make them lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've had all the best of both worlds.
What about the new celebrity? I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out.
Now, who's in that? The one?
Daniela Westbrook.
Yeah,
Catalina, that model.
don't know her.
Yeah, exactly.
The one from-
Anthony Worrell Thompson. Why? Why does he want
You've
to?
got someone to cook, haven't you?
Well,
Well,
That
that's
one
what the
from
girls are
Changing
there
Rooms. Yeah, the girl from Changing
yeah,
Rooms.
Linda Barker.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Tufnell.
Who?
Phil Tufnell, cricketer. I'm gonna put some money on him to win. I reckon he's gonna win. Because apparently he's sort of funny and nice and everything. And, yeah.
Would you ever do any of those? celebrity
Absolutely
things?
not. No.
I genuinely think if you were in the Celebrity Big Brother
I'd immediately
house, you would be
vote
voted
out.
out.
Yeah.
It would be before the public get a chance to vote.
Yeah.
The housemates would have got you out somehow.
Yeah.
They'd have
Or
got you
they'd
out.
have left.
Or they'd have left. Yeah,
I
they'd have
might
all walked
win.
out.
I might
Yeah.
win by default.
They'd have all climbed over the roof like that
Yeah.
guy Sandy.
Yeah.
They'd have all
Yeah.
climbed
Actually, doing
Still
this
on,
thing.
still on the run, is it?
Just climbing over. Get,
over, Sandy.
get off my roof.
I got really excited in
Really?
Selfridges.
Does he look like a wombat up close?
No, he's really good looking.
Shut
No,
up.
seriously. I saw him in the hat section at Selfridges because he's a personal shopper telling
Yeah,
them they
well,
look
Jane
gorgeous.
went there specifically to meet Sandy.
No,
just
did
for like,
she?
yeah, yeah.
I got really
What, is
excited.
he working there?
Yeah,
he's a
he always
personal
was.
shopper. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Does he sign autographs and stuff?
I'm sure.
No,
he
he
does.
calls himself Alex now.
What?
Eh?
Yeah, he's not allowed to call him Sandy. Selfridges wouldn't. What should we say and get him sacked? Get him voted out of the Selfridges household. Oh,
Why is he a
dear.
personal shopper?
Yeah.
That's just to me the epitome of indulgence. If you've got money to spend
I
on a
would love
personal
to do
shopper,
that. Oh, I'd love to do that.
man alive.
No, you don't-
is that someone who pushes your trolley? Is that how it
No, you
works?
just say.
Can I get one of those in Waitrose?
No, it's like asking an assistant. You go, I need some black trousers and some brown shoes and this range, and they go, okay, and they go and get you a range, so you don't have to go. It's not like
Yeah, but I still
someone.
love it. Oh.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for it. It's not.
No, you don't pay for the service. You pay for the clothes if you buy them. It's
Really?
not. Yeah, it's not like
What, me and
the
Steve, can we
Lady
do it
Di
every time
having Harrods opened for her.
So
It's
I could walk in there and get Sandy.
Of course
to
you
Big
could.
Brother to just do
Steve,
some
let's
shopping.
do
In
it.
fact, I'd
Let's
love you
do
to.
it.
But could I get him, like, once he's finished in Selfridges, could he pop to the co-op for me?
No,
like
he can't
HMV.
do that. No, he can't do that.
What, seriously? So there'd be people queuing up, wouldn't there?
Well, why? Selfridges, you can't. People don't go and shop in Selfridges for the sake of it to meet Sandy, do they?
No, but to get a personal shopper, why wouldn't everyone have one? I don't understand why everyone wouldn't
Well,
do
they
it. They're not
can.
charging you for it.
Oh, Steve, you and me later on.
I'll tell you this, I don't think people realise that, Rick. He's going to be inundated now.
You know when you go to Selfridges, you will not be able to buy that suit you got for £97. It's a lot more expensive than that.
What?
You can't.
105?
You can't get shoes for £29 in there.
I'm not bothering.
No, exactly. You see, that's where you're going to come unstuck.
It's not worth
I'd
it.
love a great record now, Claire.
Okay.
I'm going back to Bristol this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I am going to be. I've got £100 to spend, so I'm looking to get a 3-piece suite,
Yeah,
dinner suit.
yeah.
Who knows?
A wife.
Well, possibly. I think my sister's back.
The new single from Radiohead.
What do you make of it?
I love Radiohead, so I'm prejudiced, and I like just about everything they do. You know, I still play the Bends regularly. I had to replace it on CD because I wore it out.
Really?
I just think it's amazing. I think they're great. They're coming in, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're coming in a couple of times. I think Phil and Ed, two of my favourites, are doing Zoe in
All
a
right.
few weeks. And I think Tom York is going to be doing John Kennedy on Exposure, doing one of those album playbacks where he comes in and
I
talks
think
about
he's
each
great.
track.
He's so shy as well. He
Yeah.
came into Uli once, and he was just so shy. He hated it all because people were looking at him. And he's great. He's brilliant.
A toast.
Funny little
for
fella.
Radiohead.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, Tom, and all of that.
Don't eat too many eggs, boys.
Oh, calm down, you crazy guys. No, we were talking earlier about the fact, because I've been ill this week, and so I've just been lying on the sofa, dosed up. I was a bit feverish as well in the week, and I at one point I had a real kind of movie. If I'm ill, I like to be like you're ill in the movies, and I was tossing and turning in bed. I had the fever. I was waking up. I was sweating, all sorts, and I keep waking up really early, and I'm sort of watching daytime TV for hours, and the adverts that you see in the daytime, I mean, because we do actually work. A lot of people think we just doss around all day, but we do actually work, and so I don't get to see TV in the day much. And the adverts, it's not adverts you see at night during.
I know.
They're incredible, and it's like,
Was it for surgical stockings?
well, a lot of them are either aimed at people who basically are waiting to die.
right.
It would seem, or
I love that advert. Waiting to die.
well, they are a bit like that. I mean, there's a couple. There's one with Christopher Timothy. He sat in a pub on his own, just having a pint in the afternoon. I think this was before he. I think it was before he became a doctor. He he's having a pint on his own, looking through the job
He's had a
ads.
good career, and he vet, doctor. I think he's always wanted to play a lawyer.
Yeah, and he basically says in so many words, I can't remember it verbatim, but he basically says, you're probably getting on a bit. You're not going to be around forever. You could drop dead tomorrow. Have you made provisions for your children and your family and your wife? And I think you at home were supposed to go, oh Christ, I haven't.
Oh.
And I was feeling my testicles earlier. They are a bit lumpy.
Yeah.
Oh no. Or
And
I've got
I had to bend down quite low to feel them.
exactly.
So, I am getting on a bit.
Exactly.
In fact,
Oh,
what
no.
I do now is pull them towards me and kick them up like Beckham with a ball.
Yeah.
And on the way back down, I have a quick feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when the kids come to visit.
Yeah.
And
Stop playing with Grandad's testicles. Where have you put them? Where have you put them? We put them on the mountain. Oh, you little devils, go on with you. Do you want a Werther's original?
And that's another advert you see constantly with as originals. So they've got those, and then they've got the adverts which I always love, which are adverts for any kind of, you know, Claims Direct or any of those things. It's just invariably there's a reconstruction of an accident that might have happened, someone tripping over a paving slab. There's one which is particularly chilling of a guy who I think he's with his kid watching football, and he's thinking to himself, you know, I bet he's thinking, I wish I could join in. And it flashes back, and there he is up a ladder on a very shiny surface with no one supporting it, frankly.
Which is asking for trouble.
Frankly, I blame him.
Yeah.
And then it topples for no reason. I don't know why it topples.
Right.
Wind, let's say.
Yeah.
Whenever I see it, I always think,
I hope he never walks again.
well, he falls off it.
Did he smash his face in? Did he fall on a spike? Because if he's gonna go up that ladder on a shiny surface
Unattended.
with no one holding it, right? Did he fall? Did he crack? Did he fall backwards on his head? The little.
Worse still,
Right?
Janace.
Did he do the splits and crush his nuts?
Worse than that,
One.
he made a considerable lump sum of cash thanks to the efforts of one of those claims
God.
companies.
Oh no!
Alright? His negligence has seen him
was
£3 grand richer.
Was there a yokel with a pitchfork looking up as he fell on it?
Nothing.
Oh,
He fell off. I think he must have bruised his ankle or strained a ligament.
that's not enough. That hasn't taught him anything.
Well, it's not taught him a lesson. In fact, if anything, it is encouraging him to just be more foolhardy in the future. Because if you're going to dish out £5 grand willy-nilly to these people, these lunatics, these oafs, these simpletons.
Do you know one of my favourite adverts was the one in sort of the back of those glossy magazines you get given away, and there was always an old woman, and she'd fallen like in her front porch or whatever, and she was just reaching out, but she was too weak to reach the phone. So it was like she looked so vulnerable. It was my.
But it's just, I always feel with those kind of those claims adverts that it's almost like saying, I'm not going to say it explicitly. Here are some ideas for you. You know. Paving slabs? Is there one near you? Could you have a little trip?
Exactly,
If you've got a step ladder? I'm not saying anything, but
maybe
read between the lines.
The shiny floor.
There is money to be made.
There's adverts in the back of those. Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week, Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The
Is it
Innovations
really?
catalogue, which is, it used to go to something like,
I'll tell you
50 million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that. Because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life. Like, you know, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that like to see through walls. Just for 1990. They don't work, do they? I bought oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate was sort of like running. It was about like I don't know 1987. And me and my mate Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good. And I thought I'd just have some oxygen before the race. And
what do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What are you doing with
Oh,
it?
you had some big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in. I just.
But what was it supposed to do?
Well, you know, oxygenate the blood so you can.
Right.
But yeah, I don't
Make
know
you
why.
slightly red
How
in
much
the
was
face.
it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
Mine was 1999. It was a big canister.
It was rubbish.
Why did you buy it? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
Doing a
reason.
job.
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that, because the problem with the Innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots that buy stuff like you, there are hundreds, thousands who just looked through it and laughed at the absurdity of, you know, a motorised tie rack.
I bought the
I know,
Abs
yeah.
Master.
Who
I
is
bought
so
the Abs
lazy that they
Master.
need that?
Yeah, like that.
The Abs Master. I worked for a while answering the mail, and opening the mail for a returns. It wasn't the Innovations people, but it was if that's the kind of middle class version, this was a very much more working class thing. It was, you know, how to get hot dogs out of a tin and all the rest of it. And there was stuff in there was incredible. There was one item that was in the catalogue, and it was yeah, I know, like me, you've probably thought to yourself, I just haven't got time to boil the kettle and fill up my hot water bottle.
Oh, I
You
know,
thought that
yeah,
takes upwards of a minute and a half to do. What I need is some kind of state-of-the-art kind of plastic container with some kind of blue gel inside, which I put in the microwave, and that heats up, right? So that was what this device was. You put it in the microwave, you buzz it in there for like 30 seconds, saving yourself, you know, a minute of
at least,
preparation
yeah.
time. And we used to get them sent back. I swear to God, they would send that. They'd be split.
Yeah, they
Old
exploded,
women
yeah.
saying, I'd heated something in the microwave, I went to sleep, it split asunder, and the blue gel scorched my legs, I've got 3rd-degree burns, and do you know
Old
what-
woman with a scolding. Call claims direct.
But do you know what we used to do? I used to say, do they not sue over this stuff? And they told me, they said, they never sue, they're not, they're old ladies, they don't realise